Hello there, everyone. My name is Caroline Passmore, and I am the owner of CRP Specialists Inc. and Bookkeeping is Fun LLC. CRP Specialists is my bookkeeping company where we do provide bookkeeping services specializing in the nonprofit sector and service industries such as marketing agencies and coaches. And of course, we will help anyone who does need help, so please do feel free to reach out if you do need any assistance with your books. And Bookkeeping is Fun is my other project where I do help bookkeepers who have taken a course of some sort or they are accountants that have decided to start doing bookkeeping and have either taken on a client or two and have figured out that the implementation of the work is very different than what um, they have figured out. We have take what I'm offering is a course to help provide them with the tools such as some templates to help get them established in their business, such as a new client questionnaire, onboarding templates for new clients in Asana, things like that, things to help them succeed in their business. And then I'm offering them support afterwards through membership platform where we can continue to add value and let them ask questions if they have any questions about their clients or whatever it is that they need. So my goal is to support businesses with professional bookkeepers and bookkeepers to be fully supported so that their businesses will thrive. And all of this is at a very low and fair price. So today I'm going to kind of go a little bit real about manifesting. So I can't even say the word today. So I'm going to go get a little bit real about manifesting and kind of talk a little less woo-woo about it and talk more real. So how many times in the past couple of years have you heard a friend say manifest it or speak it into existence when asking them for advice on accomplishing a life goal? Now, manifestation, the idea of bringing something you want into existence through aspirational thought practices, it's nothing new. It has roots in the 19th century New Thought spiritual movement, which included the belief that our thoughts can influence the material world, and essentially that positive thinking is the answer to most of our earthly problems. Now, this concept of manifesting your reality through thought, or the law of attraction, as it's well known, can also be traced back to ancient spiritual teachings, including the Hindu ideas about the unity of our mind, body, and the universe. Now, recently, though, manifestation has seen a surge of interest. According to Google Trends, the search term how to manifest has steadily risen in the last 5 years. Not to mention those viral shut up I'm manifesting memes that as a writer called Rebecca Jenkins put it in Vox, where among the defining memes of 2020, along with tons of self-proclaimed manifestation experts on TikTok. Now, this increased popularity makes sense considering our experiences of coping with our global pandemic over the past 2 years, during which we've experienced a collective lack of control, and for many of us, plenty of extra time to reflect on what really matters most to us. So, the idea of willing positive change into our lives and taking the necessary actions to make that happen, it sounds pretty appealing in general. But regardless of what's going on in the world, manifesting sometimes does get a bad rap for what's being called wishful thinking. Though, so we do ask, there's, experts in the field that if there's possibly, more to it than that. So I read some articles, and these psychological experts said that I read there's a few explanations as to why this people are concentrating on their goals more than being motivated, plus how they can potentially manifest something for themselves in healthy way or healthy practical way. So manifestation as a self-help exercise refers to focusing your thoughts on a desired outcome through practices like mindfulness, visualization, and meditation in order to try to bring things into reality. Essentially, the idea is that you think your personal goals into existence. Now, Denise Fournier, PhD, is a psychologist or psychotherapist in Miami who specializes in mindfulness and personal development. She stated that manifestation is about creating a vision for the future, putting energy and intention into making that vision a reality, and then aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions accordingly so that your vision can come into fruition. And that the process is the same one that we go through whenever we work on ourselves, try to change our circumstances, or commit to reaching a personal goal. It involves intention, mindset, and directed action. That makes sense, right? So, why the sudden interest in this thought experiment of sorts? Now, again, we're living in a pretty unprecedented time, and Dr. Fournier says our sense of stability has been shaken up, and that can induce feelings of powerlessness and overwhelm. And when things feel unstable or unpredictable, it can be tremendously comforting to believe that we have the power to think our way to better circumstances, or that forces beyond our control and understanding, whether that be a higher power or some other mystical energy, may be working in our favor. So, now, does manifestation actually work? If you look at manifesting from goal setting point of view, there's definitely some validity to the concept. No question, no doubt. And in general, research has shown that positive thinking, one of the core concepts of manifestation, can be beneficial to your overall mental well-being. It can lead to lower instances of depression and better coping skills during stressful situations, according to the Mayo Clinic. Now, on top of that, a positive, goal-oriented mindset may help you get closer to your objectives. This is absolutely fact. Now, for example, a 2017 study published in Basic and Applied Social Psychology found that when tennis players used a visualization exercise to imagine their goals of improving their performance and winning a match against their opponent, they were more successful than when they didn't visualize these goals. This is absolutely positive affirmation. So, when visualizing an objective or writing down what you want, it isn't going to magically make your wish come true. And Julia Bartz, LCSW, she's a therapist who has written about mindfulness and manifestation. She says, but it may increase your odds of success by working similarly to a self-fulfilling prophecy. And there's where a 2016 review published by the Encyclopedia of Mental Health to back up that concept, that your outlook on how a situation will play out, positive or negative, can influence that outcome. So, for example, the review references a study in which teachers started a school year with more positive expectations for certain students, viewing them as late bloomers, likely to improve throughout the year. Now, compared to students for whom there were no expectations, the late bloomers group saw greater performance improvements because the research found that the teachers gave them more time and attention. Pretty simple, right? Now, when it comes to manifesting what you want in life, focusing on the goal you want to achieve, what it'll take to make it a reality, and how you'll feel when you get there could be the key. Basically, taking the time to envision what you want, how you want to get it, can help you take those steps to make it happen. Now, how to manifest something in a practical way. This is key to everything. Now, manifestation might not sit well with some people, depending on their situation. And again, looking into the metaphorical crystal ball and wishing for something to occur probably isn't going to change your circumstances overnight. But if you'd like to give it a shot, there's some guidelines for trying the practice in a way that can support your mental well-being, okay? Keeping in mind that there's no exact right way to manifest, so your strategy can be whatever you want it to be, as long as you consistently includes inner reflection You got to get clear with what you really want for your future, and practical actions. There are steps and things that need to do to help you get there. So some people may do formal rituals of some sort, like lighting a candle and speaking a certain intention during a full moon, whatever the case may be, while others may incorporate these positive intentions into their daily meditation practice. It could even be taking a brief moment while journaling to write out a specific goal that you set for yourself. So these are some suggestions that are to just again kind of get you started, okay? Now, acknowledge what manifesting isn't the same as making a wish. So, you're not making a wish. It's not like blowing out the candles on your birthday cake. Instead of thinking about manifesting as a form of magic, think of it as practicing, or think of it as a practice of becoming aware of where your attention is going, noticing the nature and quality of your thoughts, and recognizing the power you have over your own internal experience and actions. So going back to the healthy relationship example, that this might look like in being intentional about putting yourself out there by joining a group, anything from a book club to a softball league, but where you could meet new people rather than simply wishing and waiting for that significant other to one day show up at your doorstep. You have to put yourself out there, being mindful of what your intentions are and how you'll get there in a small ways to make those significant changes in your life. These are very important because nothing's going to come to you if you are not intentional about what it is that you want. Now, try speaking those goals out loud. If you speak those goals out loud, even if it's just a whisper to yourself, maybe every morning when you wake up, it's one way to keep you focused on what it is that you want and ensure that it's congruent with your own self-reflection. So, for example, if you're trying to manifest getting back together with a toxic ex, saying it out loud may be the gut check. You need to realize that that intention isn't in line with your true desire to be in a loving relationship, because you'll feel it. You'll feel it that it doesn't set right. So that is a way to, if you're saying it out loud rather than feeling it, thinking it in your head, saying it out loud, it'll feel wrong. So that is one way to know whether that thing that you're trying to manifest will actually feel whether it's right or wrong or not. So saying things out loud is a good way to know whether that's something you truly want to manifest or not. Writing out your intentions or setting up calendar reminders, these are ways to set goals or milestones that you're hoping to reach. And these things should be to help them keep them on top of mind. Now, just like your to-do list or events on your calendars, maybe this means that you put your goals down on paper, either what you're putting post-it notes where they can be seen on a daily basis, or in a journal, or depends on what your particular methods are and how much privacy you have and how much privacy you want. So you can also set calendar reminders, weeklies, however that many you want, to prompt you to check in with your vision for even just 10 minutes. So, you have to think about those actions that you've taken or haven't taken, whatever the case may be, to achieve those goals as a form of accountability. Because effective manifestation relies on us keeping that intention and vision consistently in focus so that we can align ourselves with our thoughts, emotions, and actions. You have to make sure that we are keeping that vision consistent. Consider making a meditation ritual. Manifesting can be a spiritual practice all in its own. If you choose to use it that way, you can also incorporate it into a regular mindfulness practice. Some people like to meditate and envision how they would be feeling after they've achieved that goal. That's one way of focusing your positive energy toward the reality you're hoping for and taking those steps that it'll take to get there. Now, If you don't know how to meditate, there's a lot of YouTube videos on how to meditate. You can Google it. Don't let not knowing how to meditate stop you. A lot of resources out there to find out how to go about learning how to meditate. You could also write your goal on a candle or a jar in permanent marker, or simply thinking of a candle as a visual symbol of your goal and lighting it every day as part of a morning meditation ritual. The candle will magically burn all of your student debt or make your soulmate slide into your messages. These are visuals that you put, whatever the case may be of what it is that you want. This candle can be that virtual mental visual of what it is that you want. So keeping your goal at the forefront of your mind, you might be more likely to focus your thoughts and actions towards achieving it. So just keep those things in mind. Manifestation really can help you if you know how to use it. I hope this has been helpful. Again, my name is Caroline Passmore, owner of CRP Specialists Inc. and Bookkeeping is Fun LLC. If you have any bookkeeping needs, feel free to reach out. I am very happy to assist. Or if you're a bookkeeper in need of support, please join us in our Facebook group, Bookkeeping is Fun. And thank you for watching.